We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And in this corner, it's Tommy the Duke Morrison. He weighed in at 223 pounds and has a reach of 76 inches. Up against them, Robert Helenius. They call him the Nordic Nightmare for a reason. Look at these measurements. 6 foot 6.5 inches tall with a reach of 79 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Tommy the Duke Morrison, one of the most entertaining and electrifying heavyweights in the world. Some say one of the best left hooks in the history of the heavyweight division. Here comes Robert Helenius. Been in there with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. This bout, the fans are... Here we go for round one. And he misses with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Helenius is dazed. The storm. How? I'm not sure. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh boy, Helenius is teetering and tottering. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance without...
And there's the bell to start round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. It's bombs away. There's a counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
big whiff with the right hook. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison. Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. A swing and a miss with the right hook. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Nice exchange here from both men. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, right there! The big fella Helenius in trouble. Let's talk about Morrison in that. There's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good defense there to stop that hook. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about it. Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. Failing to score with that right hook. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That right hook won't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always cut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. Just missed with that hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. That counter punch caught him clean. Tried to score with a jab. A perfect counter lands. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, this is the time that the Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he just misses with that jab. That jab won't score. Good counter punching. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice counter. Missing with that right hook. That hook doesn't score. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. He is down big. And we enter the 8th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Got out of the way that right hook. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Hook just can't find the target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. And we enter the ninth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if he can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
You don't want to trade shots. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Helenius on the verge of going down. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
drop their guard. They get caught. They stop the hook there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh boy, Helenius is teetering and tottering. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be some... It's round 10. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A lot of effort being exerted here. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego.
Helenius is down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Helenius is dazed. And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.